CICU devices.
Impella components. Impella CP from tip to toe, Part 3. This video is a continuation of our previous video Impella CP Components Part 2. Impella CP Pump. The Impella CP Pump consists of an impeller that functions as an axial pump. This impeller is enclosed within the pump housing. The Impella pump consists of a central conical hub, into which two blades are inserted, designed in a helical shape around the hub. These are the measurements of the impeller: 10 mm in length and 3 mm in diameter. This is a schematic drawing of a longitudinal section of the pump. It is connected to the motor through a shaft that is inserted into its longitudinal axis, leaving a gap of around 0.5 mm at its junction with the distal end of the motor housing. This gap is intended for the continuous flow of purge fluid to lubricate the friction area, prevent excessive temperature increase, and avoid thrombus formation in this region. The impeller is driven by the electric motor transmitted by the shaft with a counterclockwise rotation when viewed from its most distal part, as we can see in this animation. Impella CP Motor. The Impella CP motor is located proximal to the pump house. It has the following measurements: a diameter of 4.6 mm, equivalent to 14 French, and a length of 17 mm. It is a brushless, permanent magnet, electronically commutated, and synchronous electric motor. This type of electric motor offers some advantages such as high energy efficiency and precise speed and torque. In a schematic manner, this electric motor consists of different parts. The stator is the static electromagnetic part of the motor that consists of a three-phase winding. Three thin lead wires, corresponding to the three phases, connect the power source to each section of the stator. The rotor is composed of a permanent magnet magnetized in the circumferential direction that is rigidly connected to the shaft, which extends through the motor housing and protrudes from the distal end to act as the drive shaft and is connected to the impeller, causing its rotation. In this way, the operation of the motor is as presented in this animation. The stator, powered by an external three-phase electric source, generates magnetic fields that interact with the permanent magnet of the rotor, inducing rotational motion, causing the shaft to rotate, which in turn drives the impeller within the cylindrical pump housing. Impella CP Catheter Shaft. It is a 9 French shaft located between the motor housing and the red Impella plug. It measures 3 mm in diameter and 120 cm in length. The catheter body has transverse markings at 1 cm intervals, with printed numbers every 5 cm to assist in placement. Interestingly, the markings start at 15 cm, which corresponds to the estimated distance from the most distal end of the curved pigtail to the end of the motor. The last marking is 125 cm, followed by an additional 10 cm segment without transverse markings. In this way, we can establish that the catheter shaft actually measures 120 cm. The Impella catheter shaft structure consists of a white polyurethane cover with printed marks and numbers. It is reinforced with a nitinol coil wire underneath the cover to prevent the kinking of the shaft, and the three inner components of the catheter shaft that run through the lumen: the fiber-optic cable, the purge lumen, and the motor's power supply, which includes 3 wires corresponding to the three-phase system the motor operates on. We can observe these elements when cutting the catheter shaft, as seen in the photograph. The polyurethane cover, the nitinol coil wire reinforcement, the fiber-optic cable, the purge lumen, and the power supply line. Continues on Part 4.
If you've enjoyed our video, please press the like button and subscribe to support us so we can continue creating quality content like this.